So I have a question, and I thought this might be a good way to take people through the process of how we do some problem solving. So I have a potential client, and they would like me to manage a publicity campaign for them. So if I were to want to tap into my intuition to find out if it's a good idea or not, where would I start?
Okay, well, first let's look at the facts.
Okay.
Lay out some of the facts as you see it, just using your rational brain.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking that it would probably take quite a bit of time, because obviously they're going to want me to write press releases. They're going to want me to promote on social media. They're going to want me to, after I send press releases, follow up with media people. I don't even know if they have a media list, so I might have to compile contact people for them. So it's kind of working out the details and getting the information for their business, which is relatively new.
Mm-hmm. But this is something that you do every day for other people?
Yes.
Okay, so now close your eyes.
Okay.
And then I want you to actually envision yourself doing this job. And I want you to travel through your body, and I want you to feel in different locations, maybe your heart center, maybe your gut. Imagine that you're working. You see yourself maybe writing a press release, or you see yourself working on Facebook or Twitter, doing some social media for them. How does it feel to you?
Well, it's interesting because first I felt this weird feeling in my chest, like a little bit of stress, and then I started to feel something kind of close up over here, like tension, which is weird because as you said, I do this every day, so this is nothing that should be stressful.
Okay. So when you do that, do you get a feel for why it doesn't feel right? Can you delineate it into, is it the actual work? Is it part of the work? Is it the client itself? Is it interactions between the client? Do you have a gut feeling as to what particular section doesn't feel right?
Okay, there's two things. When you said interaction with client, I actually saw like a light bulb. And that kind of makes sense because every time I've tried to schedule an appointment for a call, something's come up or they've had to run off the call or cancel or reschedule. So there's already been a time thing. And I also saw like a little, almost like a stopwatch. So maybe the stress is, it's very time consuming, perhaps more time consuming than it needs to be.
Okay, so let's go back to the rational mind now.
Okay.
Is there some way you can make an adjustment so that feeling would go away? For example, maybe charge them more per hour than your normal rate. Would it be worthwhile to you? Or perhaps could you set boundaries?
Okay. Well, I'm thinking I probably wouldn't charge them more because I feel like my time is my time, but I might allow for when I'm quoting them, maybe if the project is 5 hours on something, I might figure it at 7, knowing that they're going to have trouble calling and getting me the information I need. So that feels pretty good.
Okay, so assuming now, in your mind now, think about adding those extra hours to your quotation for them, but you're still working with the same client, you're still doing the same tasks. Now, does it feel better? Does it feel the same? Does it feel any worse?
It feels a little better in my heart center, not as much behind my head, and I don't know why.
Okay, can we go back and look at the pieces and the parts again? So you already know that you have some time concerns. You also know that you have some concerns about the individual client, and then perhaps not respecting your time as valuable as you would like them to do. So what can we do to break that down to get another gut feeling and figure out a strategy?
Well, and I keep going back to rational here because I'm thinking, okay, if I have to add on all these extra hours, do I even have time in my work week to add on those extra hours? So maybe it's a good client, and normally under other circumstances it would be great because it felt good in the heart center, but somehow here it's telling me there's no way I'm going to be able to fit them into my schedule.
Okay, so have you come up with a solution then and a response?
So I have the next step solution is I probably would need to turn this client down and perhaps refer them to someone else.
Awesome. So you have a solution using your intuition and the rational mind.
Yeah, thank
Great.
you.